Hello friends, CJ Talks is back again for another video, and this is kind of a personal video, so if that's not your thing, that's great. But before again, let me just say that I've had many opportunities to go to friends and families' houses, and one of the joys that I got out of these visits is from time to time the persons who I am being entertained by will they'll bring out their photo albums, for me to look at, and I find that an honor that they are so trusting and so willing to want to share their lives with me, where they can show me and the pictures and give commentary as to what was going on in regards to that time period in their lives. And it's fascinating how many people are out there that have photo albums, whether they be physical or whether they're digital. And people are actually proud of their family heritage, or things that they may have accomplished, or just anything, and they're willing to share that to the world and to anyone who cares to listen to it. And that's why I find value in going over to their houses and have those memories shared with me, because it makes me feel that they can be comfortable and they can let their hair down with me in regards to how they live their lives. So saying that, I'm going to put y'all on the spot, and I'm going to open up my photo album to you so you can just see where I came from and where I'm going. So if you got a minute, just hang tight and watch this little slideshow. And if not, pause it and come back to it another time. Or, if, like I said, if it's not something that's your cup of tea, then you could just skip over it altogether. That's fine. I don't care. It's my video. Oh, sorry. So let's begin. And this, like I said earlier, this is kind of a tribute. It's to my mother. Many of y'all do not know this, but October is not an overly joyful time for me. My mom, she was born in this month, but sadly, she also died in this month. And also, my father likewise died in the month of October. So, it's a difficult month for me to kind of like deal with situations, because I have those memories and those thoughts. So I'll try not to get too sad and remorseful. I know that remorseful is not a good word. Just overly sad and poor, pitiful me kind of attitude. So I'm doing this for my mom to celebrate her life. So saying that, let's go ahead and click over to change that, and then change that. Okay, first picture. This is my mother when she was a babe. I can probably guess around what year it was. Noting that it's a black and white photo, that kind of gives it away as well. So that's her as a baby. This was her as a 15-year-old young lady in the hometown that I was born in. Look at the style of clothing. Isn't that awesome how things have changed. You don't see that kind of clothes anymore, or those kind of clothes anymore. And the next one is going to be kind of amazing. Me and my wife, we went to my hometown just a few weeks ago, and I showed Mary some spots that I remembered and recalled of places where my grandparents lived, places where the one, it's not even a red light, it's a one street light town, and I showed her that, and I showed her some other areas. And this is the very same bridge. If you look back, see right here where it's got the sidewalks, and see how the structure is designed. It is, see the same, the sidewalk structure area. And I showed this picture to my sister, and as well as this one, and I was standing in the very same spot that my mother stood at over 60 years ago. And one of the things me and my sister talked about is me moving myself up about, I guess about 30 to 50 yards forward, and then have somebody take a picture of me in the very same pose that my mom did. And I thought that was an incredible idea. So next time I go visit my hometown, I will be sure to make a point to do something like that. So that's how that same bridge looks today. Here's a photograph of my dad and my mom. Another one of my dad and my mom. And you could probably tell that I'm hiding behind my dad. Something to think about, huh? Now this one's an interesting photo. This apparently was a baby shower, and I want you to note the time stamp or the date stamp on the photo, October 60th. Let me show you something incredible. I'm going to have to get away from the photos for a minute. So give me a second, because I'm still kind of relatively new at doing this. Let's see. It's that, and then go back to me. All right. I no longer have the box that it came in, but can you see that? I'm not very good at camera work. Okay, so this is it, first 5 years. And I want to show you something incredible. Remember when I said that the picture was taken in October? Can you read that? This book is over 60 years old. Can you believe that? And while I got you here with me right now, let me show you a couple of pages. Because I went through it the other night, and it made me laugh, it made me cry. It was an interesting thing. But let's see, let me take this thing off. Go back here. I'm not very good at camera work, but can you see my measurements? Let's lift it up a little bit further. I ain't getting it right. Okay, I guess that's the best I'm going to be able to do. Well, can you tell me if that is considered normal for a baby? Because me and Mary never had kids, so I don't know what normalcy is. So maybe you can give me some feedback on the normalcy of a newborn baby. So that's one. And let me take you to this other one. Now this one right here is I'm going to have to read it to you because you probably can't see it. These are mother's notes right here. And it's funny how moms can be so delusional, I guess, when it comes to the birth of their children. So I'm going to read this. It says, mother's notes. I discovered by the age of 5 months that he should have a very good personality. He is the best child I have ever seen. Even when he is ill, he will still grin and laugh. And he doesn't cry a lot like most babies. Yeah, all mothers say that. So, he didn't even have the colic, which I probably need to look that up to see what colic actually is. Though he has eaten most everything since the age of 6 weeks. He's a remarkable child. Okay, and I'll take you one last one, and then we'll stop with the book. And I cracked up when I saw this because I thought this is so ironic. It's called Last Days. Like that, Last Days. Okay, and let me read this to you. It says, Junior loves eyeglasses and Winston packs to play with. He really cries if either one is taken away from him. He is 11 months old now. So that really hasn't changed much. Voila. Way cool, huh? Yay. I'm just being silly, but I do love eyeglasses. So just saying. So now let me get back to the actual photographs, because I have a few more that I want to share with you. And I appreciate y'all watching this, because it really does make me feel better about the situation of things. So let's go back to this. Okay, so photo book, or baby book. I don't have the box. It got destroyed along the way when I had it, and it got water damage. So I basically threw it away, but I did keep the book, so that's a good thing. Next photo. This is my mom with her 1-year-old. So I was a cute little baby, and yeah, my mom was cute too. So I guess I am a little prejudiced, so because she's the only one I have. So wait, did I skip one? Let's go back. Okay, this photo. I don't remember the location where we lived at the time, because I think I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. You can see me. This is my older sister, and this is my younger sister right here, and of course you got that this is my mom. So here she is, a young mother of 3 already. So next photo. The interesting thing about this one, okay, first me, my older sister, and my younger sister, and of course my mom. But and I actually do remember the taking of this photograph, because when we were little, we used to go to this department store downtown where we live, and in that department store, that is the department store that I actually got my first pet, which was a parakeet, yellow in color, and I named him Pretty Boy. And then shortly after he died, Mom took me back to the same place, and she got a couple more parakeets for me, and I called them, and they were green and yellowish, and I called them Fred and Ginger. Go figure. So, but the reason that this photo is one of my favorites is because we were in this photo booth. I don't think you see them much anymore, where it has the drapes, and you walk through the drapes, and then you put your coins in, and it spits out 3 or 4 different photographs. This is a keeper for me. So okay, this one, I have to say, the devil made me do it. So I had this thought that when I make it to heaven, Mom is going to pull me by the ears, take me to the banquet table, and she was going to swat me. And I'm looking over to Jesus, and he says, son, you brought this on yourself. So there's my mom trying to make herself look pretty. Oops, went too far. Okay, this one is probably one of my best photographs I like, because it is a day that is probably the second most important day of my life. And this is my wife, me, and my mom, and it was a tremendous blessing to know that my mom welcomed my wife to be an addition to our family, and I'm grateful that she loved Mary up until her death. So, and I still do. So this one is my favorite photograph of my mother in her latter years. I like the fact that the light shines from behind her, and it gives her this sort of angelic look to her. So that's why I like this one. This one right here is a photograph that my older sister likes the most. It is real nice. She looks very attractive in it. My mom's always looked attractive. You know, she tries to look her best for anyone who wants to see her. So this one was a good photo too. And lastly, when I talked with my sister and showed her some of the photographs that I was considering for a video, she said, you need to include this one because it shows how patriotic my mother is. So anyway, that's going down memory lane for me. So I really appreciate y'all looking at that. So let me do one thing here. Let me fix this. Go back to me. I'm sure you really want to see me. There it is. So last thing I want to just say to anyone who has a mother, which pretty much is everybody, please treasure your mother while she is here, and always, always, always cherish her memory when she is gone. So it's been 3 years now since my mother, since God decided that it was my mom's time. And it still saddens me. It saddens my sister as well. But I apologize for this video being long, but I really greatly appreciate you watching it. And I'll share more of my family as I consider those options. So I just want to thank you. Notice 316 right there. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. So God loves me. I know He does. So guys, appreciate you watching it. And as always, may God bless you and be safe. Until next time.